Hi, welcome to 7 Minutes to Business Success. My name is Darlene Zebel. In this session, I want to talk about reverse engineering your business idea. If you're already in business or you have an idea for a new business, have you thought about what it would take to reverse engineer it? And what I mean by that is you obviously started a business or going to start a business because you're comparing yourself to someone else. You're comparing yourself to another business. You're comparing yourself to an influencer on social media who says, sign up for all my programs and you can have 7 and 8 figures like I do. You're looking at perhaps the person or company you're working for, thinking I can do this too on my own. Or perhaps you're a consumer where you make purchases of an existing business or service where you're thinking, I can do that too. So I'm going to show you how I reversed engineered my opportunity to grow one of my largest businesses. So the first thing you need to do is, who's the role model? Who's the business or person who inspired you to start your business? Who is it that you want to become like? Who do you want to follow? Who do you want to model? Do you want to be the next Bill Gates, the next Warren Buffett? Or is it someone that you've seen on the internet, someone whose program you've taken, someone whose company you've worked for, some skill that you achieved and working for someone else and you feel you can do it on your own? So who's the role model? Take that role model and then analyze what it would take to become like that business. Start thinking a little backward to go forward. And I'm going to give you an example on how I thought about working backwards. Now, in my case, it took a lot of time, but you can quantum leap this this process. But when I wanted to launch Actoris, a management consulting firm, I was over here and that goal was way over here. And I looked at other management consulting firms and I saw the progression working backwards on what they took to reach that level. And I wasn't comparing myself to major billion-dollar companies. I was comparing myself to those who were doing about $1 million a year in sales. I knew I needed experience working for the clients that I was going to strive to reach. So I had to work for a while in the IT departments of major Fortune 100 companies. And I didn't know about consulting, so I had to get a job in consulting, but I also had to get the training to get the job in consulting. So working backwards, I knew I had to start with some training, and I was able to find a 6-month crash course that certified me in information technology. From there, that school got me a position in a mid-level consulting firm, the type I was trying to strive to become. I worked for them for a few years. I know I'm saying you can quantum leap this depending what industry you're in, but at that time I worked for them for a while and they placed me in major Fortune 100 organizations in their IT departments. And I took a position as an employee with one of those major corporations. So now I had the complete view of what it was going to take to become this management consulting firm that I strive to become. And once I had all those pieces in place, then I launched my own business. And then I started at 6 figures and kept working at it, 7 figures, working at it, and I reached 8 figures. So how many steps will it take for you to become like your role model? Now, if you could quantum leap that, if it's an influencer online that's starting with master classes, that's starting with a message, that's starting with a niche, look at the tools they're using, look at the achievements that they've made along the way, go back through social media and see what they actually started with. And you can take the same steps. So if it's 4, 5, or 6 steps from where you are today to where you want to become, think about what does it look like going backwards? And then how many steps in between will it take to get there? And then you begin by taking that first baby step going forward. So you have to know where you are now, and you have to know where your role model is today. Now, if you don't have a role model and you don't have a goal, your idea of running a business is just a wish. You don't have a plan. You won't have a strategy unless you have a plan. And I'm not saying, create the 50-page business plan and analyze the market to death around the world and how will you fit in. Find a role model, find somebody that you strive to become like, and take a look at their history and what it took for them to get where they are today. And then where are you today? And what steps are you missing in between to strive to become like your role model? I know this is easier said than done. As a child, I used to do puzzles backwards. I used to do drawing backwards. I can write in script backwards. I always thought about where I wanted to be and where I am now and what it was going to take to get there. So it can be a very simple one-page business plan by taking a look at who you strive to become. Is it a person? Is it a business? Is it a combination of a business and a person? Who do you strive to be like? And then from there, work backwards, learn the messages, learn the skill that you may be missing in order to reach that point. But the steps in between will show you the tools and the actions that who you strive to become took in order to get where they're at today. I'm wishing you the best business success in the world. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, leave me a comment, let me know what your thoughts are, and share this channel with your entrepreneurial friends. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.